Happens all the time. I kick people out of my office. Huh?
That's what I said about you. Whatever you think
Dude.
I think about you.
Audi. Off. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Get out of here, man.
I think I have something.
If there's two things I can't stand. Number one, it's a competitor trying to play off like he's a prospect, coming on in, asking questions, trying to find out a trade secret so therefore he can go back and implement for his own company, trying to glean all our information, and he wants to be even a greater competitor versus saying, you know what, let's just partner up. And the second thing I can't stand is people that just can't simply answer a straight question. I have time for this shit. In the Marine Corps, we say something like, come here and choke yourself with my hand.
That are really committed to getting their business to grow and prosper are going to be able to take advantage of some amazing incentives and amazing strategies that we're putting together that I think are really going to change the game for a lot of people.
So this was the original plan that the architect came up with that doesn't have the second conference room that you guys wanted. And so when we started looking at, hey, what's the next size, we went back to this space where it's a little crude because I drew on it. I'm not an architect. But basically what we come up with is you needed 6 privates. Here's the list of things you guys wanted. So the 6 privates are already existing. Any way that we can keep costs down obviously translates into lower rent.
Sure.
So,
you know, every week we seem to get an email from the landlord after our workshops. Oh, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, you're not doing this. Listen, we're paying premium rates for our office space. I got enough headaches running a business. Why do I have to deal with the headache with a landlord just because we're not fitting inside his little box? Listen, I'm an entrepreneur. We want to grow. Don't box me in. Beautiful. So this would be the whole space right here. Good. Expanding this bad boy, yeah. Yeah, I like this. Now don't get me wrong, I love our associates, I love our team. But there's something to be said about every other second, you're shaking a sweaty palm, a sweaty handshake, sweaty pits, and shiny foreheads, man. Enough is enough. I like it because it's nice and square and it's easy to build up and out.
The existing conditions will make this a much more attractive deal for you guys,
Yeah.
rate-wise and term-wise, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
So they didn't have a different one, it was just the same one?
Well, what he did was took a look. I'm pushing for a 3-year term with this. And so when I told him that, he's like, you know, we can do a 3-year term on that, but you'll have a stiff penalty to leave at 3 years. It'll be a very expensive leave.
Yeah.
And so it's one of those things where does it make sense to do that, or does it make sense to try and fit you guys into a space that maybe wouldn't have that?
I just felt that place, it was so small.
No, it's big.
I think when we looked at it, we just went, right.
You want to go take another quick look at it?
Can we? Are you?
Go ahead, I got to head to Oscar Mike.
Do you want to switch cars? You want to go check out what I just did? Just a simple paint job. Simple paint job. Thank you. Good?
We're good. We probably need to get Lorenzo's equipment out of the trunk.
I'll be careful. I promise.
You sure?
I hope so.
Is there any gas left in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just scratch.
Okay. So you take this Mercedes?
I'm gonna take it.
Okay. We get something.
Walk it through, man.
Can
Yeah.
you walk in the direction?
Okay. I'll see you later.
Okay, see you.
Yeah. Okay. Dave, thanks. I appreciate it. Tim Waterman here at Oscar Mike. We're wearing red for Red Fridays. Remember, everyone deployed. So excited to see what we have in store, man. We were picking up our new shirts for the Money Smart line. I'm excited to see it, man. A few years ago, somebody shared with me an Oscar Mike t-shirt about the brand, about a Marine veteran that's building a t-shirt company, and I couldn't get more excited about supporting a veteran entrepreneur, a veteran Marine, and come to find out he was a disabled Marine Corps veteran too as well. His Humvee overturned and he became paralyzed from the, I believe, the hip down. But it gets me excited to know that I'm helping not only a disabled veteran, a veteran entrepreneur, but also helping other disabled veterans provide assistance for adaptive sports.
We wanted to be able to, you know, in the beginning, we all kind of talked about it and it was like, well, who's going to ask for donations?
Who's going to ask for money?
Yeah.
Who can pitch?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, and,
yep.
you know, at the same time, you know, you're asking people for donations to help you and your friends out, you know, and my friends at the time were mostly guys with disabilities, and, you know, nobody really felt comfortable being that guy, you know, to ask for a handout. So we figured we'll offer something in return. And we started selling apparel. It was also, you know, we knew it would help with marketing to get people out wearing our message. Oscar Mike apparel started selling, you know, and it seemed like a good idea to be able to market our message like that and to be able to give something, a product in return for their generosity. Right. And, you know, the apparel industry was hurting too. So when we were making the decision of what providers to go with, or manufacturers to go with, we chose American made because everything else is being made overseas in countries like Pakistan and Bangladesh and China, and just didn't seem right, you know. So we pay more for our products, but it's worth it because it's feeding back into the system, it's employing Americans, and and helping out our tax system.
When you're thinking about our brothers and sisters, you know, come back from overseas, you know, whether they're mentally or physically disabled or sometimes even both, what has entrepreneurship for you meant?
Well, I don't even know if I really chose it for myself. You know, it was a group of guys who all were talking about the idea, and we all wanted to do something for ourselves. It was just, at the time, it was like, well, where are we going to start it? I was the only one, I think, that had an open 2-car garage, so I volunteered, you know, to be that one. I'm really glad that I did it. You know, I think, you know, I don't know if where we would be if nobody had raised their hand that day and took it on. But, you know, it wasn't like a specific calling for me to become an entrepreneur. It was just, I just wanted to be able to do something to make a difference. And then it kept, you know,
growing and building,
right, and the idea kept growing, and all of the benefits kept growing, and it was like, well, we can do this, and we can do this, and we can do this, and we can give back in this way, or help, you know, help create jobs and all this really cool stuff.
Awesome.
You know, so.
It was so good to see the Oscar Mike headquarters here in Marengo, Illinois, and I'm looking forward to do some very big things for them and with them as a brand partner of their Money Smart t-shirt line.
Basically what you just said, that's what I'm looking for. I am not, let's put it this way, the conversation, is he recording or what?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Do you mind it? Do you mind recording?
What's the purpose?
It's not the front of your face. Okay. It's for our vlog. What's the purpose of the recording? It's not. It's not to promote you. It's to promote what we're doing here. If you feel uncomfortable, I can shut it off.
I would prefer.
No problem.
Up another meeting.
Okay.
On Friday, and then we set up another meeting.
Okay.
So I'm here to just basically find out what you just
okay.
told me. You know,
so Rogelio, listen.
What would it be,
listen.
Can
I just share with you something?
Sure.
You've been in the industry for a while. Right. You've been in business for a long time. Right. So have I. The last thing I would want from you is to have any defenses. You don't need to be defensive with me. I'm not going to be holding anything back on my end. If you want to build a business, I can show you how to build a business.
That's what I'm here.
Awesome. No problem. Because I wouldn't think that a guy like you would just show up to any office without having a certain agenda that he'd like to fulfill. And whatever that agenda is, I like to fill that for you.
Right.
Okay?
In order to, well, the agenda is to have a meeting, because as a business owner, I'm always open for the opportunity in the industry, right?
Yep.
And this is the industry.
So I'd like to know specifically, Rogelio, how I can specifically help you, and please don't be vague.
But that's the point.
That's not the point. I want to be specific to you.
Well, you tell me specific what it is.
I want to know specifically what you want, and then I can be specific with you. But if I don't know what you want, I'm going to be general, and you're wasting both our time.
Right.
Can you just be specific and just tell me what you're looking to do? Do you want to build an agency? Do you want to go regional? Do you want to go national? Or do you want to stay as a producer?
I have an agency. I want to build bigger.
Okay.
So if that's what
That helps out. That helps out.
Okay.
Okay. So you want to build an
Let's go
agency.
from there.
Okay. You want to build an agency. Okay. You want to build an how big?
as big as the sky. I mean, I don't put limits on my
Awesome.
agents.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that on Tuesday. How are you doing that right now?
I'm doing pretty good. I mean, always open for better.
How many agents do you have?
I don't have that many agents. I have just a few.
Okay.
But the system is different. That's
Okay.
You asked me a few key questions. This is what brought you here. That's one of the.
Can you just could you just answer my question so I can help you? Why are you like backtracking every 2-3 seconds? Can we just continue this dialogue?
Was nice meeting
Dude,
you.
get out of my office, man. Wasting our time.
Wasting
Go.
Don't waste my time.
Yeah, don't let your ego be bigger than your bank account, dude. Out. You can go out that way.
All right.
Here. Happens all the time. I kick people out of my office. Huh?
That's what I say about you. Whatever you think
Dude,
about me,
dude.
I think about you.
Audi. Off. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
It was nice meeting
Get out of here, man.
I think I have some on you.
Wannabe. No time for this shit. How you doing, Rosie?
Hi.
Anyway, bullshit filter was filled.
Remember,
I ain't got time for
remember
bullshit.
I felt that coming.
Yeah.
And I told you a little bit about it.
I gotta tell them for crap. If you can't answer a simple question,
Yeah.
then
It's typical. Mexican.
yeah. Well, the typical machismo didn't make no money, did it?
No.
And it wastes you time. Don't waste me time. Don't waste their time.
I felt the same way. I talked to him Tuesday night. I felt the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of felt that he just was kind of a spy and saying, well, at the end of the day, what are you making? At the end of the day, are you making this?
Do not let you. Yeah. I told him, listen,
And
dude.
you're not building.
Yeah. And he doesn't want to answer a straight question. Every time I ask him a very simple. I'm sorry. What's going on here? Yeah. If somebody can answer me a straight question, dude, I ain't got time for this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I felt. That's why when I was confirming, because I'm like, I don't want to waste his time. And, I don't want to waste your time, and I definitely don't want to waste his time.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, well, my time is valuable too. I get it, right?
Mm-hmm.
When he asked you one question, he was asking you, what kind of money do you want to make? What's your number? And, like, you couldn't answer that for him, so I kind of feel hesitant about this appointment.
So I'm like, well, how big you want to build your agency? I got no limits. All right. So how big is your agency right now?
Right.